Am I alive?
Yes, you're live.
Tasty. Okay. Not sure if I'm alive or not. I was trying to find a feelings chart, but all right then. Guess I lost my feelings. Wow. Was that a joke? Because it wasn't meant to be. But let's take it. So I got Deborah Bilal in the studio. Comedian here. Dollar B.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Rapper and the only person's music I'll be playing today. I missed it when I was like doing all the buttons. I was like, yeah, turn it all on. You're gonna be, but yeah, Dan Lewis in the corner there.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Yeah, that's the thing about the feelings chart. I usually pass it around and we express feelings because I got that because I stopped going to church, my men's group, and we did the feelings chart, so I kind of missed it. But I'm sensing.
How are you feeling today, Luke?
I guess I'm a little anxious, but what? That's a word that could be taken anywhere, right? Anxious could mean like good or bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like anxious about anything, really. Like I don't have all the different faces to pick from. Hopeful, maybe. Yeah. So Dan Lewis, it looks like you're feeling type of way. How you feeling?
Well, I probably walk around with like a low-grade anxiety all the time, I would say.
Low grade.
Yeah, there's a nice baseline of anxiety pumping through my system pretty much all the time until I listen to Bob Ross and go to sleep.
So is that a look or is it real?
I'm sorry?
Well, no. I mean, because some people that like they the resting face and they have other words. They say you look like you have anxiety all the time.
Is that what this is my resting face?
Resting? Is it resting anxiety
Are
face?
you getting anxiety?
I'm not giving. It's not giving
Oh,
anxiety.
what are you getting?
Huh. He's doing it. Yeah.
He's stuck the landing.
I'm fine. I don't know. I look a little sad all the time. It's probably sad right when I came out of my mom. It's probably had a little pout on my face. That's my guess.
I was a happy kid. Yeah, I don't know what happened. No, I mean it helps. It helps. How do you get through the tough times? You're number one out here, right? Number one comedian.
Number one, no.
One of the.
No, I'm
number
pretty
ones.
far from that, you know. But yeah.
Number one in Alameda, right?
I won a contest over there, but you know, shortly after that, they had the San Francisco comedy competition where they choose 32 comedians to be in that. So if you want to use that, that's just as viable a judgment as
And
the other
you
one.
won.
And I'm not among the top 32 because I wasn't selected for it. So I'm at best number 33.
Well, I thought you won, right? You won something.
I won
else?
the East Bay comedy competition, but the San Francisco comedy competition, much more prestigious competition. You know, I wasn't even selected for the top 32.
Wow.
And my friend Chris Friggins won that one, who's a great
So that's
comic.
not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, I was going to lose to him anyway, even if I made it.
He is funny. He is
Yes.
funny. I saw him at the comedy day. You know, because I guess I seen him before. I didn't know what to think. You know, because it's been a while. I was like, uh-oh, what's gonna happen? And then he got up there, and I was like, wow, what happened was that was funny. So I don't know.
It's always different every time.
Some comics is not good or bad. It's more like what's gonna happen, and then it's like, hey, that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's some people do surprise me, but Chris Riggins doesn't really surprise anyone in East Bay, and I guess all over. He said he won top spot.
Yeah, he's been at it he's been amazing for a long time. So everybody knows he's great. So anyway, I like him. He's always been cool to me too. And
That's
anyway,
it's good. Yeah, I hear Louis C.K. is having a Me Too stand-up comedy special coming up.
is that right?
Yeah, and that's all I know. I saw it on the. I was googling the comedians, and he's having a stand-up special in honor of the Me Too, which is like, is that a way of, because we know the penis thing, is that a good way of coming back, just embracing the people who you feel like are attacking you for being failed or something, like people trying to get you down? I'm gonna embrace those people.
I never heard of this Me Too thing. Perhaps Deborah or Dollar B can say something about it.
This is quite a
I'm
Okay.
pretty much in the dark about it as you are. This is newfound information.
so Deborah,
Yeah.
we got Me Too'd?
Have I been Me Too'd?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, probably, yeah. I have.
Wow.
A long time ago. But not by Louis C.K.
We never heard much else about it, though. Just that he exposed himself in a room, though. In a room. I mean, come on. Did anyone? Who complained? That's what I want to know. Who complained?
Well, let's be clear here real quick, which is that to be Me Too'd is a verb now. To Me Too somebody or to be Me Too'd
You know.
is
about
commonly
this, okay.
referred to as the person doing the Me Tooing. So in other words, Louis C.K. got Me Too'd. Bill Cosby got Me Too'd, etc.
Yeah, he was slipping the thing in the drink.
Yeah, right.
Anyone got a Cosby impression of him? Like maybe you could say slipping the thing in the drink.
I'll not be doing my Cosby impression here. I just choose not to do it today.
There is a certain art of everything. You know? I mean, there is a certain, like, it is crazy how you could take something that's really negative and make positivity out of it. Like, I was watching that Dahmer movie, or the series, and all I can think of, like, it just sticks in my head. Like, of course he's a bad guy, but it's trending how we're not supposed to like him. I mean, I don't like him, but, like, what? Of course, you don't have to tell me not to like him. I'm not going to hang out with the guy. But when he told her to eat the sandwich, how do you not think that's just a classic moment? Seen that? He says he made a sandwich and he brought it to his neighbor who complained about him. The smells in his room were illuminating through her vents, and he said, "Eat the sandwich." And she probably, she doesn't want to eat it because she smelled where it came from. She's like, I mean, I can eat it. But he demanded she eat that sandwich.
Not enough people trying to put a positive spin on Jeffrey Dahmer these days.
Not at
But,
all.
you're no negative Nancy, are you?
No, I'm a dude, definitely. Is there? Nancy's not a dude. Kelly could be like a crossover between a dude and woman named Nancy. You never meet a guy named Nancy unless it's not a guy, right? Yeah. Or that would suck. I don't know. He can do what he wants. He can embrace it. I embrace a lot of things, but if my name was Nancy, if my mom named me Nancy, I don't think I could embrace that.
Yeah, no, I don't think I can take that.
You familiar with the song by Johnny Cash, Boy Named Sue?
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Great guy.
You know
Yeah.
that song, right?
I do.
But
Yeah.
I do.
It was
Because you get beat up if your boy named Sue. If he named his kid Sue, it was a boy, and he got beat up a lot.
he was trying to
And
make
then
it
he
strong.
found his father later, right? And he's like, "Why'd you do that to me?" He's like, "I was trying to just toughen you up."
Yeah.
So Nancy could work just as well, I would think. You want to go with Nancy?
My dad
For your
tried
son.
to toughen me up. He left when I was 1, so it's like I don't know if I'm
I'll
like.
toughen you up.
It didn't really toughen me, but sort of. In a way, it took me on the path of, he didn't want kids, so good idea as something to mark in my head that not to have kids. Dad didn't even want one, So, it's a good thing. Because imagine if he would have stayed around. Maybe I would have thought, you know what? I'm stupid enough to want kids. Who has kids here? Anyone have kids here?
I have kids.
How many
Okay,
kids?
but you look like a good mom.
I have 2 kids.
2 kids.
Yeah.
You look very motherly.
Oh, Great. Thank you.
Like you cook for your kids and all that.
I have.
You have.
Yeah, I've cooked. I
Eat the goddamn sandwich.
I eat the sandwich.
If Dahmer came over, offered them a sandwich, would you say, "Don't waste food"? There's kids in other countries starving.
I would
I've heard
hit
one
that
before.
sandwich out of their hands and say, "Don't eat that sandwich."
Because well, if you were his next door neighbor, yeah, I guess that's because that's where we're going with it. Well, and you hear the screams and all that, you know. Yeah, I don't do well with people saying, "Do something."
Yeah.
Is that how you teach them too?
What?
Wait, how old are these kids?
They're old.
Oh?
They're old. They're like 13 and 17.
Oh, okay. Is that's old? Like, not old enough to come to a comedy show or a rap show? Well,
Depends.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
that
a rap
depends.
show.
Yeah, because you could go to like a street festival.
Hmm.
I went to that Sofa Street Fair. That was cool. And then Deborah, you weren't there, right?
No, I
Which-
didn't go. Did you go? Sofa Street Festival?
No.
Funny people in this room. I mean, you know, you can't do, you can't choose your surroundings. I mean, well, I guess, you know, you got to be, I guess, test yourself. But still, if you're doing comedy and there's metal on this side, rap there, wrestling there, you know, folk, all kinds of music on that side, you ain't gonna be heard. You gotta kind of, how you gonna feel good about yourself? And let that funny out instead of just dropping the mic, you know, and going, let me get in the mosh pit instead.
Was there a comedy stage?
Kind of, not really. It's just like a mic and go out there and there's a canopy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pam Benjamin runs some street comedy stuff. Have you ever done the street fair stuff that she puts on?
I am going to this weekend.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
It's just hard to keep people's attention because, like you said, they're walking by, and stuff, but you have to really.
yeah, she's very loud though. She is very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel, okay.
Deborah's not loud, and
Dan,
I'm
I
not
feel-
loud.
I feel like you've encountered that loudness. How did you take it? Were you just like, this is how she is, whatever, I gotta deal with it, all right? Yeah, 'cause-
Are you talking about Pam in particular?
Yeah, because I mean, you're a #1 comic in Alameda. So I mean, you test yourself, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How do you handle that loudness? Just, all right. Earplugs.
If you're talking about Pam in
Yeah.
particular,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's different kinds of people. She's a nice person, so it's easier to take a loud, nice person than a loud. Now you got your quiet, horrible people.
Yeah,
Your
like
Jeffrey
we're going,
Dahmer. You got your quiet, good people. They're all over the place, but you never hear from them. Then you got your loud, nice people, Pam Benjamin, and then your loud assholes.
You know, yeah, okay. You know what? I'm
There's 4
not even
permutations.
gonna. You know what? Honestly, yeah, okay. Nah, yeah. If you're gonna critique, be constructive because I cannot say I've heard actually the nice. So, okay. I guess she's a nice person. Definitely, okay. Because I have heard that so a lot. So I can't. Yeah, I can't. I mean, well, Dana saying she hasn't heard. Of course, because she was being told she better clean up the damn floor. So I think she's more aggressive with women.
Mm.
Guys, maybe. I guess because I think that was the last time I heard Me Too. Anyway, speaking of Me Too, so Dan.
Speaking of me too, yeah, go ahead.
Dan found a relationship
My ears are ringing.
in the comedy.
What's that? I'm sorry.
You found love in comedy world.
Oh well, I mean, I think that's kind of incidental for the most part, but yeah.
It's one of one of my valued
She was a
guests,
guest on the
Amy
show, yeah.
Schumer.
Yeah.
Amy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
She's-
See.
Yes,
great.
I'll
And-
second that. Yeah.
And that's when I could believe fully is when Deborah said she's great.
That's good,
Yeah,
that's a
she
good
is. How did yeah?
I just met her at
She's nice,
doing
yeah.
comedy and stuff. Yeah.
So this just happened at a comedy show?
Well, you see
Two
people
comedians.
around over and over, and you start getting conversations with them and stuff like that. And I don't know, it just Normally, you kind of there's a thing about maybe don't date comedians because it's a
They're
weird
crazy,
world.
yeah.
You know, if anything goes wrong, you're gonna see each other all the time, and it's all this thing. But
Yeah.
so you gotta be pretty careful with that. But at the same time, if someone's kind of understands the comedy world, that you're busy with it every night, and they're kind of out with you a lot of the time, and you work
Okay.
around that schedule, that's the good part. So,
And you just,
so I do comedy, 6 or 7 days a week. So you have to.
sounds like it just happened. You were just at a comedy show, and they were like, all right, next Amy Stringer, and then Dan Lewis, something about you were just getting off stage, and then the person was saying next, and
Then
and
hard
you were
eyes.
just like, holy. You said his name's Dan, right? And you were like, wait, Amy? And then it's just like, I gotta talk to her, and she was like, I gotta talk to him, and then it just happened, right? Is that?
Well, more or less, yeah. Yeah.
It was at a comedy show.
Well, it wasn't really particularly
it.
at one particular place. It was more like hanging out a few times
Whoa.
in groups,
All right.
and then eventually you're like, I'm gonna ask her out on a date,
Huh.
and then I gotta have a speech ready if she says no. So I got this whole speech ready where it's like, oh, okay, I don't want to make it, I don't want it to be awkward, and I like valid. I'm glad we're friends, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
whatever.
Sorry?
Sorry, but you know what I mean. But so you gotta be ready for that.
She seems like the type of you're like, oh, I'm sorry. She would say you're sweet and probably give you a hug, and then
I wasn't that worried about it.
and then you're like, whoa, hold on, some
I
number in
didn't
my
want,
pocket.
I didn't want to make things awkward, but once,
So this was after a certain time. You were just 5, 6, 7 mics, and you're just like, well, you guys don't do just open mics. So was this open mics? You're just meeting with shows, like showcases, sort of thing.
open mics and shows combination.
Okay. So you're like, man, you're at the open mics and you're at my showcases. Look, you're not getting out of here. This is number time. It's go time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cause
That's a little more. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But that's a little more aggressive than it probably was. It's probably more
yeah, you seem like
just
such a nonchalant kind of guy here, like easygoing,
sometimes
like good guy vibe. But so was
I think I'm a good guy.
so was Dahmer, right? He seemed like
Sure.
he had like that but
That's what they say.
He was a little bit weirder than me, I would say, probably.
would you think he give out like a Dexter vibe?
Oh, okay, good. We're getting better.
Cause he says,
Now we're on to Dexter, who kills people who deserve it.
yeah.
Pretty soon, my goal by the end of the show is that you'll think of me as somebody who would never kill anybody ever at all.
Wink, wink.
That's my goal for the end of the show, to get on your good side.
Would anyone here actually not kill anybody? I mean, honestly, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Not kill anybody.
you half raised your hand. I mean,
Allegedly.
I mean, we're not saying who or anything. That could come later. I mean, we're just saying if it came down to it, well, we all would in a way. We just wouldn't go like mass about it. That's not good. Going like mass about it. We going.
Right, 1, 2. Three's a crowd, they say.
Yeah,
right? 2 is a company. Three's a crowd. You don't want to get into the 3 territory. Then you could just describe that as a few. Pretty soon it's several, and then you're over your head. Your house stinks. You got people under the floorboards.
Become a murder.
Well, in other words, this is why I really respect the guy that killed Dahmer.
Past 5.
Because the guy that killed Dahmer, he was very upfront about what his approach was upfront, and everything he was about to do was upfront. And it's like, yeah, look, this is what I think about you. This has to be done, and then, bam, you got him. Like that was great. I mean, that guy would be a hero, right? Or I get like he was saying his redemption, I guess, because he did some crazy stuff too, I guess. But that was redemption right there. Now time for all the people that had marijuana charges to get out of jail. What the hell? They just released 30 of them. Yeah, but so I guess to wrap things up with Dan here, you just you're very so very personal about your love life, I take it.
I'm personal about it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or you found love right now. Is that what's going on? You found the love. Now you're just processing it.
yeah, sure. Yeah, that's right. I'm working
That's-
through that.
Yeah.
So that's a nice thing
Yeah.
that's going on.
And so it's going good. Like what? Okay, so you're happy in that?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I had to okay. I had to think about that for a moment. I mean, no, you seem like great people, but I'm just trying to.
I like to think so.
And you met at the comedy show, and that's okay. Yeah, I believe that. Okay. Well, and number one there, and let's see. Oh, and there was and you told me that a guy was telling you not to come down, or come down. I believe I wrote down here. You did. Oh no, a guy was telling you can't go down. Is that a issue? Is that?
Can't go down. Not
Can't-
sure what you
were,
mean.
you were texting me that the guy told you can't go down.
Oh, in the building. Oh, yeah, there was a guy. He says you got to make sure he's got to take me down to the basement.
Oh,
He said
okay,
you
okay.
can't just go down there. And so I waited.
I thought that was outside the building thing. Yeah, I've had those issues. Guys, you can't go down. Like, what are you talking about, man? I'm not doing the drugs. I'm not trying to go down on you guys. Ah, man.
You guys have that problem getting into down
Did
to
you-
the basement today?
Yes.
Dude has to take you down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got-
I didn't know that.
You guys dealt with the drugs out there?
Have I dealt with them?
The drugs.
No, I haven't had to deal with them
Out the building?
around this building. I think on Polk Street, I have,
Yeah, Polk is. Yeah, I've done. Yeah.
and in the Mission, I have. But
Yeah, the Mission, no drugs. That's where I got ran over out in the Mission, though. So someone's definitely on the drugs out there,
yeah,
but more like fast paced.
Right.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious kind of thing going on there.
Yeah, you gotta find that one there, Dan. You just gotta find that one. It looks like you found it. That's good. Because I've realized like there was some ones that weren't the ones, even though they were X's. It's like I thought you were, and then we would go out to a movie and they would say, this is just a movie, right? And like, yeah, but wait, I thought no, it's just a movie. And like, but my husband, and I'm like, yeah, but all right then, I guess all right. Yeah, Dollar B, you had you had an accident last year.
Yeah,
The street's getting rough, huh?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. I can say
What the hell?
for the
Yeah.
past year, just recovering from surgery, also recovering alcoholic. It's been almost 2 years since I've had a drink.
I dig it. I like how you said no. When I offer, I like the people that don't drink and the people that do, so we can get the different vibes going.
Oh yeah. See, if you would have called me a couple years back, then it would have been a different outcome. But it's just have to change it up. So, but it's been a good journey. Just being in the sobriety and just being able to see things a lot clearer.
Yeah.
Make better rash decisions. Pertaining to my life and health and stuff. So, and it made the music a lot better too. So.
So, have you? Is that in your music too? You seem like
Yeah,
real music.
I tell a lot about now. Just speak on a lot about the things that I've been battling. With depression, alcoholism. Just diabetes. Just
Oh,
pretty
yes.
much,
Yeah.
just putting everything into perspective. Just because I'm a hip hop artist doesn't mean I'm not a human. I actually go through similar things.
Yeah, I prefer that.
I just started to channel and using my music as a outlet to help tell my story to reach other people that's going through the same thing that I'm going through.
Those kind of people I'd rather listen to. like I don't want to listen to someone where it's like, all right, what do you actually do you have anything in your personal life going on, or is it just bling bling and all this? Just like I want to actually hear the person talk about their life here.
You know, it's
Before I can
better.
invest in it.
It's a lot better when you could, navigate, the pain and
Yeah.
all of that type of energy and tap into it and kind of express it and share it with the world, because it's just like, what good is your story or your trials and tribulations in your life going to be to anybody else if they can't hear your trials,
Yeah.
Yeah.
your tribulations. It wouldn't suffice. So.
Yeah, how would people follow someone like that? Wait. Well, actually, there was something that came to mind. I saw Florence and the Machine yesterday. It's pretty badass. I went to a concert, and then I realized, like, going there, it's just great music. Like, what does she? It's just art. It's about her life, but when you listen to it, it could be about wherever you take it, though. Do you find that a lot? Do you so you express it helps to express all of yourself, or do you also express just whatever is on your mind, but it would be different periods in life, I guess what I'm saying.
A little of both. Mostly I try to kind of target that type of avenue now, just going back into like selective memories and
Yeah.
try to just express that more. But for the most part, I hit on my feelings majority. Like,
Yeah, the
whatever I'm
feelings.
feeling at the time, it could be like for that specific scenario and time of the day, or something that just happened within that minute that might have, it could have made me joyous at that time, and and I just have to write about it, or it could, piss me off, and I gotta write about it. So it's like either way, whatever energy it channels, I just pick up the pen and pad, and I just let it come out, because that's the best way to kind of, what I was told. It's one of the best ways to just kind of empty the bottle out, so everything won't feel so overwhelmed all the time. Because I used to be one of those type of people just bottling in until it just explodes on somebody.
Yeah.
No
I can
pun
do that,
intended.
yeah.
That didn't come out right. Just thinking about it when I
No,
just
but
said
I heard that. But you're all about lyrics.
Yeah,
So
but
it comes
until
out when you're talking. Yeah.
but until it just explodes, and it sometimes it never really be who it normally is targeted for. It's just people just end up casualties, and I've destroyed a lot of relationships that way. Business, personal, you name it, just from not being able to control that. So.
And they gotta deal with it, because you can't feel it too bad, because you gotta live your life.
Yeah.
I guess on the way I was thinking when I was talking about Florence, actually on the rap side, I guess that's why I sort of like Busy Bone, because it's the same kind of way. Like at times I'm like, I don't know what he believes in, because he's just kind of like a spiritual rap. He's just going upon what he's feeling at the time. I think I've seen him through so many different religions. It's like he's just trying to figure himself out. Would you say that's sort of your music too? You figuring yourself out through your music?
Yeah, a lot. I've been searching for a long time, like just spiritually and musically, just where do I feel like I want to be, and I've always find myself in this like realm where there's no ceiling or there's no sky cap. Because it's like I'm always looking to better myself in all aspects. On a daily basis, I take all of my lessons, and I really take them as for what they are.
Yeah.
You know, to be able to improve and better myself. Now, I didn't used to be this way a few years ago. It took a lot of trauma and a lot of things just within these past few years just for me to get this concept of life and how to interpret that into the sound that I'm trying to create for myself.
Dang, we found you at the right time.
It's good, man.
Hey, so what are your rapper influences or music influences?
Oh man. Well, music in general, I have a lot, but if we want to categorize just within this genre specifically,
Yeah, what comes to mind?
You know, Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., Ice Cube, a lot of the old head juggernauts that was
Yeah, okay.
really, Too Short.
West Side.
Yeah, just all it's a lot of the West Coast big dogs, and just within the one, Notorious B.I.G. is really my favorite because I've always debated this. A lot of people try to argue it like the whole Tupac and Biggie. It's two totally different plateaus artists.
Yeah.
And if you're really inclined musically, you could always tell the difference. So you would never try to put them in a clash between the two because they never was in the same lane. They just happened to be in the same genre.
Yeah, I mean, Tupac is from New York, but he got that West Coast vibe real quick.
Yeah,
because I always saw him as a West Coast artist. He's got that. He's always sounded like a West Coast. I mean, there's a little bit of grittiness, but I ain't like. If we are going with the two, Biggie always had that East Coast vibe.
Yeah, but his for me, it was just his style lyrically. It was like he could relate to me more personally.
Okay.
In a sense, and it wasn't, it's like generally, okay, yeah, Pac, yes, because he speaks the revolutionary, he speaks about things that
that's why I was
wouldn't
feeling
even know. He was futuristic. Within his time, he was talking about stuff that didn't even happen until probably like 10 years before it even happened, and then it happened, and then you go back to a Tupac song and it was like 15 albums ago and it was there, as opposed to it's like Notorious B.I.G. to me was just somebody that I could listen to, and he just had those, his wordplay was crazy.
Pac's the only one we can say is still alive, though. We know Biggie.
Yeah, but it was like,
give another 20 years, we'll say Tupac's probably dead.
He drops new music every year. He's been
Yeah.
dead for like 30.
Yeah.
Biggie, yeah, I can see this. To me, it's like if you're going to compare it, if I'm talking to someone that's going to compare the two, then I would say Tupac. Yeah, his music keeps going on. Biggie, I don't know if he had a chance. He didn't really put as much out there.
No.
But then again, he was more controlled by the label than Tupac, I guess.
Yeah, but it was just Tupac, his
Yeah, that fire.
Yeah, his message.
But the wordplay.
Yeah, his message and his targeting was different.
Yeah.
He was trying to reach the type of crowd, and the message that he was trying to bring was to teach, uplift, as opposed to Notorious B.I.G. It was just like, I'm just a news reporter of the streets.
Yeah.
This is where this is what I had to go through, and what I succumb as opposed to Tupac is like, this is what we have been through as a whole. We have to overcome this. Our ancestors have been through this. When is it gonna stop? When is enough?
Yeah, Biggie wasn't on that.
Social equality. Big was just like, I'm just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. So it was just it's two totally different lanes.
I think he could probably freestyle better, right? Biggie.
Yes.
Biggie, yeah.
Yes, I can say that hands down.
Because Biggie wasn't known for that constant writing sort of guy.
No.
Tupac was known for.
Yeah, he was a poet. He was a revolutionary poet. He just was. He was super articulate and word crafty to the point where he could put it to music and package it and sell it, and his message reached and it executed how it was supposed to. I mean, and he did have a lot to do with it because, of his fight. Like, he was hands-on in his own career. Like, hey, I want this to go exactly like this. It was a lot of things that wasn't supposed to happen for Tupac if the labels had anything to say about it.
I didn't expect Biggie to go out. I expect Tupac to die. He was living to die. Wait, that's like one of his songs, right?
To Live and Die Now?
Yeah. Well, and then didn't he do one with he did one with Biggie too, didn't he?
Yeah, they were friends.
And
they were best friends at some point.
There was one about dying too. Like Tupac was living to die.
Mm-hmm.
And
then,
but that's what we loved about him. Like, I wish I missed my mark. I was trying to go the same age he did, and it didn't work out. So I just had to keep on living. Cause like he was living in the fast lane, but I wasn't really getting anywhere when I was doing it. I was trying to live like Tupac was. Didn't turn out well, so I had to change my life. I had to go, you know what, I'm living past the age Tupac did. This is it for me.
Yeah, and I mean that's how it is nowadays. It's like people have to change the narrative. I mean, like the difference in now is I feel like it's a lot of structure that is starting to come back in a lot of things, and music being one of them. Like, the hip hop is pretty much starting to take that seismic shift back over to substance. All of the stuff all of the stuff that has transpired within the past decade is starting to die out quick. Like the new rappers, the mumble rap, the new trending rappers, or the Migo type rappers, or and there's no kickback to them because they have paved the way and they doing their thing. I salute any artist and every artist that's out there trying to do it from mainstream to independent.
You gotta know your lane though.
Yeah.
like all that mumble rap. They think they're all cool. 2 Chainz got robbed out here.
Yeah.
And then he was like, whoa, I gotta stop mumbling so much. Because, you don't get that respect unless with mumbling. You don't get that respect unless what? Like what would we say? The rappers, certain ones, how do you really get that respect? Like, I think PNB, it was like, Rock was like, dang, that sucked, but like, that could have been prevented.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really bump the guy, but like, looking at the situation, that wasn't cool.
Social media is one of the biggest downfalls.
His girl kept checking in where he was at.
Like and you don't.
Well, watch for that. Well, no, you got a good thing going.
You just don't do that though. When you're in a different status, especially like coming from where I come from, I'm an Oakland native, Bay Area.
Yeah.
Raised all my life, and I'm not rich. I'm not famous yet, but I even know now, you can't even walk around like that now, and I'm me. You can't walk around jewelry on, pocket full of money, then go around posting on social media everywhere you go. Somebody is going to be watching you, and it's going to turn from a watch to a follow to a gotcha. Like, that's inevitable.
I just don't even understand it, but I'm glad. I'm glad people checking those people, not understanding it either. I mean, why you spend your money on with the bling and all that? It doesn't make sense. I think I like how Jay-Z bought his mom a house when he was coming. Like buy property, buy businesses. What you buying?
Make value in what matters.
Jewelry for?
make value.
I
in
mean,
what
no one
matters.
respects the Island Boys. Come on. I mean, really, that's who you look like. I was when you do that. I mean, well, it was cool for a moment. I mean, the Hot Boys came out, and then people needed to chill out, right? Like Bling Bling. That was like new, and they coming.
Some people,
like,
some people go overboard with it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
be yourself, pretty much,
if
right?
It's like if you're, you know, if you have the means for it and you have the status, by all means. If you want to walk around with the over the top ass medallion on, that look like 1,500 chandeliers that have been put together on your neck.
Oh yeah, and there's
then,
also
you know, go ahead. But
there's a rapper that actually has a chandelier for hair now. Blingin' though.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
I
wanna-
gotta see that.
I gotta
The
see
kind
it
with the
too.
candles.
Yeah.
Maybe not that.
no, because it's got to fit over the candles.
He would be a hit for holidays.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so
Wax in your eye.
so it's a comedian. So you don't see too much of that, right? Because you guys learn from the Dave Chappelle thing. You don't bling when you're on the stage. Right?
I can't afford to bling. I don't have any I don't have the means.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And
You're
it's
not gonna
just
see
not-
me. I'm gonna go on my
Yeah.
old shoes. No one's taking a second look at that. Oh, I have an old pickup truck. No one cares about me, man.
No, we care
think-
about you.
I think-
I don't even care about me.
Right.
This isn't like the workplace where this isn't like the workplace where there was one manager. He said to the other guys, "You don't care about my kids, huh? You don't care about me." And genuinely, they probably don't. But they had to say they did because they were put on the spot. This is a room where I'm gonna cherish people when they leave here. I'm feeling you guys have that warmth there, and Dan, also one thing is good for your seeing. So you're feeling the warmth in your heart for one person. So you don't think she's gonna like check in when you're at certain spots and try to get you a hit on you. Like we were talking about the rapper guy, and we were talking about the P and
Yeah,
B.
he
Things-
want to make sure you don't get P&B rocked.
Things seem to be going
Yeah.
pretty well right now. I think things have to go really wrong for her to get into that territory, I would say. Before that, you get a good talking to, I think.
Yeah. No,
Maybe a beer pour over your head, I'll take that.
I had her on my show, and she there was rapper guys that were flirting with her, and she did not take the. It was only well, so I had two comedians. It was and it was the rapper guys on the there was stage, and she did not. She was nice, but she did not take it overboard. She was just nice, like the other comedian. You could tell she was all in. But maybe she was meant to meet Dan Lewis and be in a relationship with him because you could tell she was just being nice, but in the distance she was meant for someone else. Meaning you.
I hope so.
She all in. She all in trouble.
Yeah, I mean even Dollar P could tell here.
You can tell it wasn't there. And then you could
Yeah,
tell
Deborah,
that
you
my
have,
warm glow is what it is.
You're wait, hold on. Oh, wait, did I write this down? That I see Deborah here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's look at the
You're
notes.
not. So do you find when you write something, you say the same? You're funny people, so you don't say this. But as a comedian, you eventually have to say the same stuff. You just say it differently. Is that?
Yeah, I think Dan says it a little better though sometimes, but
Well, he's number one.
he's number one.
And Alameda.
Yeah. I mean, no, I think yeah, there's some stuff. That's the challenge, right? Is you want to try to find stuff that that means something to you, that you think is funny, but that no one else has talked about. But that's like really doesn't really happen very often.
So I find a lot of times I have to get in the zone, but there is no point in writing anything beforehand because I do, and then it doesn't make sense when I actually look at it later. I have no idea, but I should just put down words, I guess. It just like word. This was on my mind, but don't try to spell it out. Like It's not gonna make it. I'm gonna look at it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So when I got here, I got the 5 from Deborah. Oh, you're not from here, are you?
From here, San Francisco.
Yeah.
No, I'm from the Bay Area.
Okay.
Yeah,
From
I
the Bay.
lived in the Excelsior. I
lived
was.
I lived there too. In
Yeah.
my car though.
Oh, I lived on Brazil Avenue, and then for like the first few years, and then we got robbed, and my mom was like, "No way, I'm not
It
raising my
sucks.
kids with this kind of pressure."
It helps
So
sometimes though. I
we
got
moved.
robbed and then
Yeah.
and then I had to find a place to live
yeah,
because I was living in my car.
well, yeah,
Got stolen.
well, yeah, yeah. So where are you living now?
Oh no, I that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
No, I live in a place. I live with my mom, and the fact is, we have a cat that I love. So
Sweet.
I guess so I'm not moving
That's
for a
how-
while.
Yeah.
Unless she moves, the cat. If the cat moves,
You're going wherever
it's
the cat's
like,
going.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where we going?
Yeah.
So you got robbed.
Yeah, and then we moved to Pacifica, and I grew up in Pacifica.
I'm not getting robbed there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it happens, but yeah, grew up in Pacifica.
They have
And now I'm back in the
the
city.
P-Town drunks out there. You ever heard of them? The P-Town drunks.
No.
Oh, it's a rap group.
Tell me more.
Guy named Shiesty.
Oh.
And I never heard of Shiesty. Huh?
P-Town drunks.
Shiesty?
They
No.
got the surf lounge out there where Honiton used to live.
yeah.
Jonathan Honiton.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Depends what he's going by at the time. Yeah. He lived out there. Now he lives out here somewhere. Yeah, it's a good place. What else happens in Pacifica?
Absolutely nothing.
That's great. If
Nothing
nothing happens,
happens.
you're not going to get robbed.
Yeah.
That's what needs to. Now, I live in St. Carlos. Now, ever since a woman got beheaded, now it's this place is
yeah.
a bad place to live. It's like, calm down, people, calm
Wait a
down.
minute. We not gonna run past that.
I mean, it's still worse here than. I mean, I think when you make something a big deal in a certain area,
Uh-huh.
it's probably worse in other areas.
Sure.
Like I never walk down because the library's down the street from me. I don't think I ever have to walk down the street and go, no, I don't do those drugs. No, I don't pay for sex. No, like I don't have to come on. I'm just trying to get to the library here. I don't have to do that in my town.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference, right? That's how you could tell a better area, right?
It's too cold and windy in Pacifica to go around looking for somebody to behead or whatever.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
People getting their head cut off.
Yeah, but then again, San Carlos.
San Carlos.
Then again, what are the odds? Yeah, I would go there now
Staying away
because
from
what are the odds that 2 people get beheaded in
Right.
the same period of time? It's probably
Yeah.
a little while. So maybe go there now is maybe the safest time.
So would that declare it Sleepy Hollow?
Yeah, exactly right. I wouldn't go there on Halloween.
Yeah, no, definitely
That's a
not.
good
And it's
call.
the month for it.
I'm not really feeling the Halloween spirit for some reason this month. It's already October, and I'm not. What's going on? Like,
What do
Seems
you
like you did your
mean?
best.
You
You're wearing
brought
Halloween
it.
outfit.
I know I'm
Today.
doing my best.
You're
I
like
love
brought
to
all
get
the
up.
candy.
I love to get up.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a couple adults trick or treating the other day. That's it. And then I was like, is my day wrong here? I mean, it's weird that I thought my first thought was, is my day wrong here? Is it Halloween? And I was like, wait, those are adults. It can't be.
Might have been Mormons going door to door or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good way to trick or treat.
just give them some candy, send them on their way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to. I used to let them in,
man.
and I didn't expect them to actually come in. I was like, really? I thought I was kind of
Jehovah's
being
Witnesses.
awkward there on purpose,
Man.
and they just come right
In
in.
the Snickers bar.
So,
Yeah.
Well, at Snickers, would that be a Jehovah's Witness treat?
I'm not sure if they're allowed to eat peanuts. Can I get a ruling on this? I don't know what they're
I
allowed
don't
to have. They could
know.
have a Milky Way.
I grew up Catholic. I don't know.
Catholics are awesome. I dunked a father the other day. Not the other day. It was a couple weeks ago, I think. Something like that. It was a weekend.
What happened?
This place called St. Pius.
You dunked on him?
Yeah, because it was about the same time my own father, I felt rejected by, 'cause you know what's messed up? I never cared my whole life. And then he's supposed to have made some plans with me, and then didn't follow through. So it's like, damn it, all this time I ignored feelings, and now I'm feeling a little rejected all of a sudden in my old years. And so when I saw that pastor at the dunk tank, I was I was like, I'm gonna dunk this guy. So Deborah, you like chocolate?
Yeah. Especially when it's right in my face.
What other recipes do you know?
The recipes that I know? I
You
don't.
said you prefer chocolate.
Yeah. So let's see. Adobo.
Filipino. You're
Yeah.
Filipino. Filipina.
Yes.
Whoops. Gender.
Filipino.
Filipina. Wait, hold on. Filipina.
I am a Filipina. I'm Filipino.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Philippinks.
She is
It's
Filipino.
Philippinks now.
Yeah.
But if
Is
you're-
it? What-
Yeah, but if you're single, if you're doing the singleizing it, then she would be a Filipina. But
Yeah.
she is Filipino.
Okay.
Or Pinay.
Oh yeah.
That is next level.
Yeah, that's some other
That's
stuff I didn't know about
Pinay.
until now.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to hang out with Nico Santos.
Okay.
Yeah, but now we don't talk anymore. He's in like Guardians of the Galaxy and all that. He doesn't know who I am. Yeah, he did that Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
And I'm neither two of those words. So
He never taught you.
so
He
it's
was holding back.
But so
Pina.
Filipina, Filipina nun, Filipino,
Filipina.
Okay.
Yeah.
So also, you no longer have a boyfriend. She no longer has a boyfriend. She's single. No longer has a boyfriend.
Who?
Wow, you right? Did I write that down right? 'Cause
No,
it's only right when
I
get
don't have
here.
a boyfriend. I have a
Yes.
husband.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're.
Did you break up with your side piece?
I know. No, I married my boyfriend 24 years
Alright.
ago.
All right, so
Yeah.
she's
Yes,
got a
and we also
husband.
met at work. Yeah.
She's married. So
Yeah.
guys out there, she's single when it comes to a boyfriend, but not a husband. Not a husband, right? Not a. So he's a husband.
Yeah. He is a husband. Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of man? That's a question I got from listening to Florence music last night. What kind of man is he?
He's the perfect man for me.
Wow.
That was a good answer.
So it sounds like comedians are finding the perfect people.
That
I'm still
seemed
working
like a
on
good
it, you know,
Game
it's-
show answer though, right?
I found her, but
That was like good
Not
game
my wife
show
yet. Oh, sorry.
answer, kind of.
Yeah.
So Dollar B, who you got with you today? Is this your
Yeah,
folks?
this is my wife right here, and this is a very good friend of mine. She's also a comedian. Her name is Miss For Real, cause she is for real.
Wait, so we all got couples in this room.
Yeah,
Wow. This is amazing.
that's how it is. You need somebody
where's
with
that?
you
Oh, where's
that
that tear coming
they
from?
get
Wow.
on your nerves, but
Wow.
That's right.
So, wow, that was kind of what I was. Wow, I didn't.
Let me see your notes.
That was it. That was it. But
Where did you get this information?
But
He's got a crack.
so are we all?
Team.
So we're all straight here. Okay.
Huh?
So we're all straight here. We have to be really straight. Is everyone straight here? Okay. So for this, because I was going through movies and that it's called Bros. You're not supposed to like it if you're because you're not supposed to like it because you're straight. They say. Have you heard that movie, Bros?
Yeah,
I saw the
it.
poster. I haven't seen it.
It's about
Is it
this. Yeah, it's about this movie. It's a gay couple, but they're like best friends.
And you're like,
Yeah. No, obviously I don't. You know, I support the LGBTQ community. They don't bother me, so.
but if they do,
Then it'd be
They're
a
not gonna
problem.
bother him.
But
she got your back if they do.
Yeah, but that's not. I'm not. I don't. you know, that's not my thing. You know, I don't.
So I've only been like I guess looking at the word homophobe. I mean I have only really I feel like I have been at times, but that's only because maybe I'm like when a woman's being hollered at by a guy too strongly. I'm like, bro, I'm still not into that way, and I would get super scared when they start trying to give me money because they got rolled up like a lot of money, and I'm like. I don't know how I'm worth all this, but this is scaring me because I want money, so I would run away. But that's just I'm scared of those kind of. Would that be kind of gay? You know, that just make me uncomfortable by the way they're acting to me with being aggressive.
No, it just seems like you think it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
nothing
Yeah.
wrong
I
with
mean.
that.
I used to go to Divas out here, Trans Bar, and play dice when I was tipsy. It would be a good place to like sober up, playing dice. But yeah, okay, okay. Now they should start. Yeah, there was some weird stuff that would happen later on when I get drunk. But yeah. So Deborah, you would watch that movie, and you're straight. So it's crazy. They can't target just the guys here. You're straight. Even that's all they're saying. Straight, not into the movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
You will go see
But
it, or you
I'll go
want to
see it. I'll
so
see
there
any
it is.
movie.
It's not a straight. It's not a homophobe straight thing. It's just certain people ain't trying to watch that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm part of one of the people that's not trying to watch the movie.
Turn me off by being
don't
romantic.
Not support them though. I'm cool with them, but
It's
I'm
like
not gonna
what?
watch the
So
movie.
what straight? Who's down to see The Notebook?
I still haven't seen The Notebook.
I feel
I'm
like
not-
that's the same kind. Like, don't be throwing up this. Straight people don't like this. The straight people, we ain't really feeling The Notebook either, you know. Yeah.
There's like a chick.
I mean, we
Yeah,
ain't,
a lot of
just,
my friends love The Notebook, but I never saw it.
Yeah.
I've
you know-
heard it, but I never.
You're gonna probably
That's
have
like-
to see it.
That's
I don't
like
have time
writing
to
a
watch
running
movies,
with.
man.
That's
Amy
like writing a
won't
running
want you
with
to see
10
it.
things I hate about you.
Yeah, not. I mean, yeah. You know, they. So, I just. So, it is a chick flick. The Bros is a chick flick, just a different kind of chick, I guess. So it's like, and in fact, I'm thinking of saying, bro, it's not my thing. So they got me with the catchphrase, with saying bro. So I mean, obviously they got me there. Hellraiser, the new one sucks. New
I
one.
wanted to see that.
It's too pretty, and again, they say you don't like it if you're straight. No, it just sucks. I watched the whole thing. It's pretty. It's not supposed to be pretty. I want like this guy chattering his teeth. But it's like that. Is that scary? No, it just looks like he has good. I'm jealous of his
He has
teeth.
good teeth.
I'm just jealous of his teeth. Like
He's got the Hollywood
But,
teeth.
you're gonna grind them down with all that chattering, though. You know, you got to get a
Nah.
mouth guard. Sleep with a mouth guard. How cool is it? You're not scary anymore. You're sleeping with a mouth
yeah,
guard.
yeah. I miss my mouth guard. So we got to play some music, right? And then we want to be Catholic. What was that? What was that? Is that? I don't know. I did.
Whatever brings the music. Whatever brings the music on.
So,
I'll pray to any god.
so we're gonna play. Because you have to do it back there. You have to. Okay. Well.
Well, you just got to do it before your show ends.
Well. Okay. So old people, go see that movie because old people are crazy, and it shows you a lot of how crazy old people. So check out the movie Old People on Netflix because it will show you how old people can turn the tables on us quick and kill us all. And then someday, I know you're thinking, wait, we're gonna be old someday. We might start killing people. So it's a thing. Be that good old person. It was one good. Yeah. So should we get into the music here? Yeah. Okay. We got.
So talk to your guest
Oh.
about his music.
See, this is how I usually roll it. Then we're like, all right, and that was how y'all feel about that. But we're gonna reverse that. Doll B, we about to play your music.
All right. So the first song we're gonna get into is "The Other Side," featuring Kingdom X, which is a business partner of mine and family. The song pretty much just hits on what I was talking about, just about some of the things that I've been going through. You know, just dealing with depression and stuff like that, and just different social inequalities that is going on in my community right now. So
Okay.
just hitting on that, just raising awareness to mental health.
Let's see how we're feeling that. Okay. Let's soak it in. This is, yeah.
As I'm riding along down the interstate, spark me the wood.
Oh yeah, that was a little snippet right there.
Sorry.
In the cave, yeah. I just wanna get away, yeah. Anxiety built inside of me. Got pressure coming in varieties, but I keep pushing this to fight me. I pray that God instills His light in me, 'cause everything that glitters ain't gold. That's the lesson that I learned. Well, I know they say that people change. Well, wait, me and changes start to show, and I keep showing all you lanes where I'm to go. See, look how long I waited. Lord knows I'm patient. I just know there's something waiting for me. I see, look how long I waited. Lord knows I'm patient. I just know there's something waiting for me on the other side. Say, I just know there's something waiting for me on the other side. Say, I just know there's something waiting for me.
Stress compounding, thoughts surrounding like a mental patient. Joy isolation, pray for patience, but these drugs escaping. Lord, do you hate me? Cause this trauma is unfair to specific races. Humanity changing, just crayons with faces. Knowing my place is the one, related all under sun. Those who despise, though they try, can't deny what's side I'm on. 400 years PTSD, need another 400 to be free. And still in present times, we jocking chains, not keys. Blows to the matrix, Neos, not one faces. See Agent Smith get this shit kicked out of them, but so basic, China odd, but no Asian girl. Quit smoking few years ago, and we still blazing. Switch sides, it's so
See,
amazing.
look how long I waited. Lord knows I'm patient. I just know it's something waiting for me. I say, look how long I waited. Lord knows I'm patient. I just know it's something waiting for me on the other side. Say, I just know it's something waiting for me on the other side. Say, I just know it's something waiting for me.
Go ahead, guys.
That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was
I
really
appreciate
good.
y'all.
Well done.
You feel me? Shining out world. Hard times, can't forget about them hard times. Apply pressure and make diamonds, that's a hard mind. I fell off and got back to it, that's a hard climb. My mama's soul spoke, I gotta push that hard line. Hard times, can't forget about them hard times. Apply pressure and make diamonds, that's a hard mind. I fell off and got back to it, that's a hard climb. My mama's soul spoke, I gotta push that hard line. Started distancing myself, that apart time. It shine brighter than them diamonds from apartheid. I remember popping bottles on the park side. Brookfield, California, where my heart lies. Same place where my mama and my heart died. Where my family at, the light into my dark side. Go and grab yourself a candle, I'ma spark mine. Like a Roman dog, intriguing till you know it all. Like a private court meeting, I'ma close it off. And get high, drunk, and cry to get closer, dog. It's been 14 years since I seen the face. This the type of shit I never get over, y'all. I put my pain in my music life, just to give you a sample of what my music like. Take a trip through my world and what my views is like. You understand the big difference between you and I managed to make it through this mental stasis. Depression, alcoholism, shit, that's just the basics. I suffer all of my life so you can feel the statement. That's why I kill a placement. I'm reminiscing on them hard times. Can't forget about them hard times. Apply pressure. pressure, it make diamonds, that's a hard mind. I fell off and got back to it, that's a hard climb. My mama's soul spoke, I gotta push that hard line. Hard times, can't forget about them hard times. Apply pressure, make diamonds, that's a hard mind. I fell off and got back to it, that's a hard climb. My mama's soul spoke, I gotta push that hard line.
They say the hood is where the heart is. Spent several days in the shade fighting darkness. Minimum wage got us living in apartheid. You see the rich never travel to this poor side. I close my eyes and pray to God he show us what's right. Living life like it's time, seeing crime, shot clock. When you blind, kinda hard trying to walk lines. DUI, dumb and underinvested. The hood be full of blessings, wouldn't know unless you tested. We free, hustle to survive, yet we still stressing. You vote to bring about change, bill isn't real, baby. I'm in the field, baby. That Turner with burner, you crackers crazy. Harriet Tubman save me, a vegan grits with that vegan gravy. Eat to live, stop feeding bullshit to babies. In the 80s, blacks had our own pandemic. Driving these cars make Corona seem like a damn gimmick.
Hard times, can't forget about them hard times. Apply pressure, it make diamonds, that's a hard mind. I fell off and got back to it, that's a hard climb. My mama's soul spoke, I gotta push that hard line. Hard times, can't forget about them hard times. Apply pressure, make diamonds, that's a hard mind. I fell off and got back to it, that's a hard climb. My mama's soul spoke, I gotta push that hard line.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be okay.
Yeah, that was great.
Sounds great, man.
You know, they put your soul into that. I could tell.
Yeah.
It's like because you could tell when you just hear things coming by you, and because you could just listen to a song and like, all right, I can't help but hear this. Like, your soul, you're talking about your soul in there. Like, there was just certain things that you can't help but have hit you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I try to put that in every single song because, you know, one thing that I have learned just, you know, being in the music industry for as long as I have been is you never know when it's your time. So,
Yeah.
you know, you always have to leave that footprint, that carbon footprint in everything that you do. That's your stamp. You know, that's how they're gonna know, like, okay, yeah, this is Dollar B, and on this song, I know he gave his best Dollar B because he put his footstep, he put his carbon footprint on it. It wasn't just something that he just went in there and played with, but that's what every single song that I do. Like, I can't not just go hard. It's just that Bay Area mentality, you know. It's go hard or go home, and I'm not going home.
Yeah, I mean it's chill, and I guess that could be kind of like soul music rap. In a way, it's like
Soulful
hits you, but
hip-hop.
you're like,
It
well,
is
this is like a
soulful.
jazzy
Very
feel to it.
spiritual. Yeah.
And that's kind of like the feel I was going to with that. Like, even though, you know, still had to keep it, you know, within the guidelines of what I was doing, but I wanted to kind of step out of the box and, you know, try something different and just, you know, kind of touch on something a little unfamiliar to myself. And it kind of worked. So far I've liked the feedback in this new direction of music that I've, you know, been going into. I mean, because I got a playlist and a plethora of a catalog with all different kinds of sound.
Yeah.
But, like, just this new sound that I've been dabbling with lately has been awesome.
Do you find it, because you started out when you were really young, how do you feel things are going now within being able to make music? Has it become a little, like, you really have to adapt? Or was it difficult?
Not really, because I knew that this was something I wanted to do already.
Yeah.
So
You
just
got pushed through
yeah,
it.
just like adapt into it, and, you know, like, just the different plateaus when, you know, when you reach different levels of it. It wasn't hard for me to adapt to it. It was just hard to adapt to the certain difficulties. Like, okay, it's a little uncomfortable, but I can manage. You know, it's not like it's something devastating or not too harder than the last thing I've been through. You know, it's just something that you have to get used to with, just like you said, just the adjustment.
Yeah, it's gotta be hard keeping that same momentum of putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it drastically changes, and you know your image changes along with it. You know, and sometimes you might lose a couple of listeners, you might gain more. It's all
But at least you get the respect. I think that's how you could gain a lot within your area. Like everyone's talking about that Kanye right now, but who cares really? Do people really listen to the music anymore? Like I don't know anyone that really thinks him as much of a musician as much as he's just
because
guys out there.
He's just more into the optics of things. You know, he's got into the politics side of things. It's not really like, and I was just talking to somebody about this the other day, like the college dropout Kanye
That was cool.
compared to the 808 and Heartbreak Kanye.
Yeah.
That's when you knew he lost the shit. It
Time
was
to go back
like
to college.
Yeah, it was like college dropout, hungry Kanye. You know, that just got into the car accident, the through the wire Kanye.
Yeah.
You know, like if that Kanye was to come back, I can guarantee you everybody would be like, all else forgiven, because that Kanye was a J. Cole.
Yeah.
But as a producer as well,
funny.
like he was the it producer, and he had bars. And then on top of that, you got the biggest mogul in rap history, period, backing you. Like, you got Jay-Z backing you, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that's from all the rhymes he wrote.
What? Like, what? Like, who? People would kill and kill again to have that man backing you. Because just with the approval of Jay-Z alone is what is, I can tell you, that is what helped get Kanye into that status, a plateau, to where he was able to be one of the biggest one of the first black billionaires in that group, or to be able to constantly be on the Forbes list, or to be able to have enough status and power to even get half of the things that he throws out there entertained.
I think that's why people just shake their head instead of they're like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's just Kanye. But if it was college dropout Kanye, would nobody have it?
So this is what happens when you sleep with a Kardashian, I
Yeah.
guess, right? Like Ray J's like feeling
He's
depressed
salty
now.
He came out with a whole song that said, I hit it first. It's not.
She's supposed to change my life. I slept with her, trying to get my celeb stats back up because my Moesha wasn't killing it no more. Right?
Yeah, but he got to stand on the line. Reggie Bush, Chris Humphries.
You can tell when people just keep it real, man. Like well, maybe it's keeping it real, but I mean, with music, because if I were to see Wu-Tang Clan again,
Cause I was about to say, if you want somebody to keep it real, this is the person that keep it so for real, right here. This is one of the most for realest people that I have met.
For real.
In a very long time. That is why her name is Miss For Real, cause I'm telling you, she is cold and she hilarious.
Wait, hold on. So we gotta talk about why your name's why it's so sentimental to you, Dollar B.
Now the name is sentimental to me because the name belonged to my cousin, an older cousin of mine. His name was Dollar Bill. They called him Dollar Bill. Growing up, we got the same first name and everything, but I looked up to him a lot. It was one of my favorite cousins, and I was one of his favorite little cousins. But he always kept me out of trouble, no matter what right or wrong or in between he was doing. He always made sure, like, oh no, go in the house, go to school. Make sure you do what your mama tell you. He was one of those kind of cousins that, he showed love, but he did instill that big brother or that father mentality or lack thereof. Yeah. Because I didn't grow up with my father, so that's all I had was my older cousins and uncles and stuff growing up. So I got the name from him because he was murdered by Oakland police in I'm trying to think, it was I don't remember the exact year, but it was 4 days before my little sister birthday, which was December 21st. 4 days before Christmas. One of the worst times of my life. But you know, he started me rapping. He used to do the music things well when I was growing up, you know. But it was just something like hobby. Him and my cousin used to rap, and I used to see them doing it. So, you know, big cuz doing it, so I wanted to do it too.
Now you got that motivation.
Yeah, and I actually got into it. I got good at it, and you know, and that's when everybody was like, "What's your name?" Big Dollar Beat. And it just dropped the ill, you know, and just keep Dollar Beat, because it was a whole bunch of dollars and dollar this or money sign this and, you know, dollar bill this bill, dollar
bill,
money,
y'all.
you know, so, and I wanted to be different. So I'm just like, all right, Dollar Beat. And it just stuck from there.
I mean, oh, Dan, you were gonna say something.
Just a nice story. I mean, not nice, obviously, but you know, but like that's interesting to hear. That's how you got the name.
Thank
Yeah, that's a nice tribute.
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
A couple of things going to mind with that. Dollar bill and talking about money. A lot of rappers like I mean, I think it's the two Chainz, Lil Wayne vibe again. Not fans, but there's something they said, or don't hang around broke people or something. They said. What do you think about that? Like, I mean, cause I see. So, all right, cause I don't think we're talking about broke people. Like, cause I lived on the streets myself, and I'm sure we've had times where we ain't got much, but there are certain broke people I'm sure a lot of us ain't gonna hang out with, because now we're just. In other words, I get people asking me for money. I'm like, no, because like that's a bad vibe. And then when they ask me for stuff, it's like, hold on, I don't like the attitude I'm getting. Like, what the hell? Like, that's, I feel like what they. It's like now you rub me wrong. This ain't homies helping each other out here.
For me, is I'm not hanging around you if your mentality.
That's
is
it.
broke.
That's it.
Because you never know.
Never been cleared up.
You never know what a person might be going through. I mean, I've been through my ups and downs. I done had it all, and I've had nothing. You know, it's just the ups and downs of life. It happens. But I've been around a plethora of people that didn't have no money in their pockets to show you at that time when you asked them. Yeah. But their mentality is so fixated on money that the next time I see them, they're gonna have that pocket full of money that they didn't have before. But then these same people that I affiliated myself around before, these non-broke people with this comfortable mentality that they not going, that this is just gonna be what it is. Like, they gonna always have this set of money, even when they spend it, this is where it's gonna be at. And then they end up the broke person. Then you figure out, who do you really want around you? I'd rather have somebody with that pocket full of money mentality that could be broke right now, because I know we gonna go get it.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to somebody that's just comfortable right there, thinking like that, oh yeah, I got it already. And the whole time is depleting, and then when it's gone, they looking up, oh well, what are we gonna do? You know, they about to damn near go postal, you know what I'm saying, and kill everybody, the job, they family, they self, the dog, just because they running low. Man. They running low on the pocket, but they also run low in their mentality.
No, but that's 100 right there. I mean, that's how your mentality is working. Instead of like, I feel like, hey, I'd love to help you. If I actually thought like you would help yourself. I mean, is this making it so you help yourself, or is it just like tomorrow you're gonna hit me back up or someone else back up? I mean,
every day somebody.
You gonna lift you gonna lift yourself up if I don't help you, unless it's like, yeah, I never thought you would. Okay, someone posted something about this, and my response was, I have helped people out. People help me out, but actually, none of those people had to ask me, or I never had to ask them. We just knew. It's people that actually ask that you're like, yeah, you sound a little sketchy right now. And then you probably look at the Facebook and saw everyone hates me, everyone's lying to me, everyone's against me. Like, damn, whoa, is this where you put your Cash App at the end of it? Like,
Yeah.
I ain't got no mercy for you people, cause like you weak mind. Like, not gonna be rich, but I always feel like because of my mentality to go on, it's always
Like you're gonna be all right.
Right there,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah. So we talked about old people, right? We talked about old people.
Sure.
We had a little cringe talking about the old people. Then we talked about how you don't have a boyfriend.
I don't have a boyfriend. I do not have a boyfriend.
Oh, Draymond.
Oh.
Oh man.
People getting excited right here. Draymond, that pool guy. Why did anyone defend that guy?
I just think no. They talking about something totally different.
Oh,
We're talking
No.
about basketball, but yeah, you
Yeah.
won. Wait, that was probably basketball. Too.
No, that was football.
Oh no, Draymond. Like
Yeah.
he pushed that guy.
oh yeah.
It was
Beat him
Jordan
up,
Poole.
and now I know that Poole is a basketball player.
I just think that situation is just it blew up way too much for media. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if people fight, if they fought, whatever the difference was. I mean, the way they blowing it up now, they having conferences and they talking about it on social media. Like, yeah, he already spoke out. He said sorry, but y'all gotta make memes about it and big statements and
Yeah.
it's
wanna-
too much.
We want a Draymond and Poole hug.
Yeah, but it's just like at this point now they want them to kiss and make up on camera.
Yes,
They
we
him
do
to
want
pay, They want him to pay $50,000 or more. They want him to do that. They want him to hit backflips on the court, make wear a I'm sorry Jordan Poole hat while he while he playing. It's just like what more do you want from him? He said I'm sorry, and I'm pretty sure they hashed it out. He apologized to him, and he went on and apologized.
Deborah doesn't agree.
Like, it's
Right?
crazy.
You don't agree?
With, I think it should have just stopped at I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, then you don't
She
agree,
agrees.
right?
I agree.
That
Yeah.
seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
I think in 30 years ago or something, not everything was on tape.
He's gonna give
There's
some
more
kind of money.
privacy between what happens in practices and what's in, and I think probably Mickey Mantle probably socked his friend.
I mean,
1958, nobody gave a shit. They just quietly took care of it. So I think now everything gets, like you said, automatically blown on just because of the social media.
I'm not a
It's
big fan of
crazy.
SARS. Like
SARS,
SARS. No, that's old school. We ain't messing with SARS.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
I'm not a big fan of any respiratory disease.
There was that monkeypox.
A monkeypox, not a big fan.
No, oh my god.
No, I mean so he says he's sorry, but like okay, why you gotta tell me? I mean, we see it happen, and it does. I think it looks pretty serious to me. But what if they had a roundtable discussion with the team and was like, oh, so you're really sorry? Okay, they're the ones that need to see if they. Because I mean, in order to see if he should be on the team or not, that's it, right? Like, are you guys cool? Because if not, yeah, you need to. Because I don't feel convinced when celebrities say they're sorry. Like, but I don't need to be convinced, really. You don't gotta convince me. Convince Steph Curry and all of them. Just like who is it? Let's see, I got it here. You ever watch a '70s show?
No.
Okay, well that Danny Masterson guy, he's
Me too. He got me.
yeah,
too.
he's getting sentencing for being raped. You don't gotta convince me. You gotta say sorry. You gotta say sorry to the who was it? The Scientology people that you raped. Why is he raping Scientology people?
Yeah.
That's
I know. Yeah.
that just
That's a weird fetish.
leaves a
Yeah.
bad taste in my mouth.
Yes.
Only
Watching
like
the
sound-
'70s.
Scientology.
Like he has a thing for
I
Scientology.
was say that
people.
really sounds like.
But also that's why I'm not. I realize I gotta stop listening to Axl Rose. When I love Guns N' Roses, so I'm just gonna edit his voice out because it wasn't cool. He used to beat women back in the day. I mean,
Well, you could go back forever on this thing. I mean, John Lennon beat his wife too. I mean, probably half of these guys you know.
Oh, I
You
thought
start
for
canceling
some reason I got
everybody, you know?
someone else all of a sudden. But you know, Yoko, you
just
talking about Yoko Ono?
No, the wife
Loud
before
voice.
that.
Wife.
The pro-
Okay.
the Cynthia Lennon.
I was gonna say.
I'm just saying,
she has
lots
a
of
loud
guys.
voice, that
James
Yoko.
Brown got in
Ugh.
trouble for it.
Oh, yeah.
Who I,
And then
I
Chris
love. I'm not gonna
Brown.
stop listening to James Brown or the Beatles or anything.
Well, I can't listen to Fabulous anymore either. That rapper guy. He was like he knocked his baby mama's teeth out. They call it.
What?
Yeah. So yeah. So Stockton's got a serial killer. Is
Oh.
anyone
What?
surprised?
I heard about that.
What is
No,
going on?
I don't.
Is anyone surprised there's a serial killer in Stockton?
I'm surprised.
Oh, really?
I didn't
Okay.
hear about that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't know about this
My
doctor.
experience in Stockton was.
What was it?
I just felt like it wouldn't be very surprising to hear there's a serial killer in Stockton. I mean, I'm not down in Stockton. I'm just because I love Nate Diaz, great boxer.
I love Nate Diaz.
And I love how Stockton takes care of its own. Like, that's also another reason. Because, no, there's the part that, because it's crazy out there, that I'm surprised it's making news that there's a serial killer. Because, it should be just a known thing. There's them out there. But on the flip side, I'm surprised there's one out there because Stockton is crazy, but it takes care of its own. It takes care of its problems. Like, how is this guy still living? Because, it seems like the kind of place where the streets take care of itself, right? Like, hey, we got a serial killer out there. We're going to kill this guy. And then that's why I'm surprised it made the news.
Stockton has some dark stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a guy wanting to jump in my car at the gas station once. But when someone wants a ride down the block, they're probably going to carjack you now. So, yeah, because, like, yeah. I figure first carjack me, then kill me, or like.
Jack can't kill.
Yeah, I mean, if they throw me out into traffic, that'd kill me
It
too.
would make more sense to kill and jack. Because if I jack you, you can run away.
Right.
Yeah.
See, but if I get you first, then I can get everything from you.
How about
If you live in your car, then it's even worse. You're
Yeah.
getting house jacked. Effectively.
This is true.
You know, he's jacking your whole house. It's my house now.
SF has a fancy restaurant just for dogs now called Dog.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Just for dogs.
I think I saw it. Is it on Valencia?
Yeah, Valencia. Yeah, isn't that stupid?
I didn't know that's what it was.
Like, I mean,
Dog.
it has to be on. Yeah, that area. 'Cause, I mean,
How that gonna work?
would y'all go there?
I got a reservation for.
I go there without a dog, just see what happens. Go there, be like table for one.
I mean, look it up. Look it up. They have a menu.
I got a little. Dude, I put that napkin in here.
They have a
fork and
video
knife.
that shows them serving, and it looks like people food. So I'm feeling a
Does
little
it?
ripped off. Like they
I
have
might
a,
go in there. What's it cost?
it's expensive. No, it's
Do it, Dan. Do it.
This shit on the floor to prove myself.
It's fine dining. It's $75 just for a dog tasting. Like
Oh.
so.
man.
I'll take my dog.
They don't taste anything. They swallow everything like it's Advil.
Yeah, they just chomp it
They
down.
just go right down. They go,
Right.
"I'll get a piece of steak and it's gone in 2 seconds. And you're like, you didn't enjoy
There
that.
should be a restaurant like this
You
for
just
cats.
swallowed it.
Because cats
They gon-
care about what they eat.
They gonna knock
They
it back
do.
like they taking body shot.
Yeah, they do it every. That's how they do it every time. I'm offended when dogs do that.
So a dog will go to a fancy restaurant and eat poop on the way there. So I mean, it's just like
Right,
what
appetizer.
What kind of taste buds we dealing with here?
Mm.
All right, so we're about to wrap things up. But
I'm real picky about my
let's should we get political here? You go. Who like do political jokes land? Should people stop doing and when we talk about dollar bill y'all dollar bill. I don't know, man. I picture you in the Wu-Tang. You should. Well, no, it's yeah. You think what's up with the political rap? Should it like? I mean, what I mean, it's not conscious. Is they just go on one side? You either, political. People rapping about political parties now. Stop it, right?
Yeah, because you're not. That's not your forte. I would say, just stick to what you know. I feel like most rappers are only doing it now
Just stop
I
it,
feel
man.
like I feel like they're forced.
Yeah, they
I
just-
feel like most of the
yeah.
rappers that are speaking out politically now, it's bullshit because you've
what
been
you
on
doing?
the other side of this political game. Like you are the reason why most of these political leaders, like you're the steps that they take,
Yeah.
you know, that they put their feet on to get to where they are. So and you don't really even have knowledge of anything that's going on politically, only what CNN in your local news channel shows you or was
And then you see
trending
that's
on social
entertainment,
media
so
on
you're gonna-
Instagram because you stay on your phone. So you like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm about to make a song about this. You just clout chasing.
I'm about
Yeah,
to
sure.
trend
It's
on
not,
that
you're not
TikTok.
making it because you're not out in your community actually making a difference. We don't see you out in the forefront actually protesting. We don't see you planning demonstrations or anything like that. You're not making any of a difference. But you got a whole bunch of songs about inequality and what's going on about your people. But what are you doing for your people?
It's like
Instead
I'm,
of just making a song like they fucking my people up.
I
It's
mean,
like, yeah, there's, you know how many artists got those type of songs? There's
nowadays,
decades of those.
It's like political to where it's like, hey, I'm a help, you live on my streets, I'm gonna help feed you, but hey, who you vote for? You know what I mean? I feel like that's the rappers we going for.
Yeah,
now.
and to make it even worse is they're not even doing it just out of the kindness of their heart. They like this. Wait, wait.
Just
All right, you got the plate right. You got the money ready. Okay, get your phone out first. Press record.
Just-
Okay. All right, yeah, we out here, and then we finna find a homeless person and feed. Like it's not
Oh yeah,
genuine,
they're
bro.
trying to get paid on.
Yeah,
on
it's
on-
not
yeah.
genuine. It's not genuine at
So
all.
yeah, just stop it.
They're
yeah.
just doing it for
Just-
likes and views at this
just-
point.
Wait, whoever's in that category, just stop it. And comedians, it's
Do you
It's
do,
time-
do you do
it-
political jokes?
I do not.
and even if they gotta be funny, like Johnny Carson would say, it's just like a Jimmy Kimmel. Hey, and neither he's saying none at all.
I mean, I have a
right?
couple of jokes that I was doing when everything was shut down,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but I don't do them now.
They can get dated pretty fast. Some of
Yeah.
this stuff, probably the same thing with the music business, but
People get angry when they
that's
say
not
these
my
jokes.
favorite thing.
Well, 'cause
Anyway,
people
it's
get angry
usually
when they
just
say these
people trying to
jokes,
agree with
too.
each other. It's not really usually that funny. Anything could be funny, but
It's
Yeah.
like
usually it's not.
whoever
anyway, in
you,
my opinion.
whoever,
Some people do it well.
Yeah.
whoever running you hate.
I don't.
I know it's most times it's either like whichever politician you don't like. It's like, huh, we should really hang that guy, huh? And, you know, kill him. It's like, hold on, man. Now you're just it scared me because I believe in that guy you're talking about. Are you gonna kill me? You know, like I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Either way, like it seems like
It's a bandwagon show for most people because it's just like with the orange guy,
Trump.
Donald Trump.
yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh, burn him, hang him, we're gonna kill him," and then Joe Biden came in and was like, "Trump, where you going?" You know,
And
it's,
there's
it's,
certain people that like him, certain people that hate him. It's like I don't really care to hear that. It's sometimes we want to escape.
I like the Trump.
Yeah, I love how each time there's always someone in the room. Yeah, I mean, I voted for the guy, you know.
But I like the design.
Wait, am I putting myself on the spot now?
you kept some money in my pocket. I wasn't messing with him.
I got hated on for being a Trump router. I just wanted to see what it was like.
I was a Trumper.
To end here for the Trump haters out there, how about that comedian that got heckled by the they say the pro-Trump guy and threw the beer got thrown and she just drank it.
Right.
That was
Oh, yeah.
that was cool.
That was
classic.
cool.
That's
See,
real.
That was well
Just telling
handled.
you to just deal with your audience, no matter who. And
the
then,
audience would have got their ass.
And then on the
whooped.
bright side of there goes that. And on the bright side of the conservatives, hey, I think Sharon Osbourne's a conservative now, right? Yeah. Cheers, right? All right, last words for everybody here. Dan, and then around. Dan Lewis here.
Yeah, just stay in school. Keep at it.
Huh.
Like Dollar B says, you know, you got the high pressure creates the diamond. Stay in there. Stay Stay in the pocket.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Dollar B, bill y'all.
I just want to say to everybody, man, out there, stay blessed, stay humble, stay safe. You know, follow me on Instagram. It's
important,
at
yeah.
Dollar B Music. Facebook.com/Dollar B Music. You can also find my music at ReverbNation.com/Dollar B. Album coming soon. Just dropped a new single called All Good featuring Scotty Chapo. It's on all social media platforms right now. Check it out. Look for it.
For real.
All right, Deborah.
And I just want to say
No
thank you
boyfriend.
to you guys. This was a lot of fun. You can see me this week on the street outside Mutiny Radio. I'll be there on Sunday. Follow me on Instagram at Deborah, DEBRA .Belali, BELALE.
All right, and ducks and sharks eat ducks. So if you're fishing out there, you get a tiger shark. It doesn't.